G'day guys, it's Bruce, you know me. Just thought I'd give you a quick update on Elephant Money. I'm just about to run out and catch a plane traveling for a few days, but I thought I'd give a quick video update on this little gem, Elephant Money. And just before I jump on a plane, because I've been wanting to do a new video on this for a while, but I'll do a proper full video maybe in the following week or two, and do a proper update on Elephant Money then. But I just wanted to get this one out the way real quickly, just to give a quick update on Elephant Money and the futures. Now, earlier in the year, I abandoned my futures investment, started claiming because I wanted to get out of Elephant Money. That's a whole different story altogether. But now the Elephant Money is absolutely pumping and has been pumping for the last few months. And something like in the last 3 months, it has gone up 300%. So it's pretty much doing 100% per month, or averaging 2 to 3% per day. That is the Elephant Money token. While I wasn't too excited about Elephant in general, my own personal perspective, which is why I started claiming my futures to try and get out of Elephant, I did not sell my Elephant token. I just left it as it was. And of course, it is now very, very impressive gains, is basically all I can say. So I had a friend contact me the other day, and he showed me an interesting strategy for futures for Elephant Money. And like I normally do, I always create my own calculator for these kind of projects. And it's time for me to recalculate my Elephant Money investment and reinvest moving forward, considering how successful Elephant Money is and how unsuccessful a lot of other projects have been. So it's time for me to get back in on the Elephant Money train. And today I'm going to start that journey again with Elephant Money in a short video. What I like to do with my investments, like I've always said in the past, is if I'm very bullish or very confident on an investment, I'll do a calculator on that investment. And there's no reason why I shouldn't do a calculator on the futures and Elephant Money investment. Now, I know there are other calculators floating around out there, and I'm sure they're really good. For me, what I like to do when I invest is when I create a calculator, it helps me understand the underlying tokenomics of a project or underlying strategies that can be devised. If I just jump straight into someone's calculator, then I don't feel like I have the full picture of a certain investment. So for me personally, I like to create my own calculators, as it helps me understand a project a lot more and helps me understand or build strategies. Now, this strategy was given to me by a friend on my Telegram group for futures. What I wanted to do was create a calculator based on that strategy and to see what kind of returns I would get on this particular strategy. It's a 21-day investment or 21-day interest and 7-day claim strategy, so per month. Now, the futures, if you didn't know, futures is a contract where you invest BUSD, and it's a minimum deposit of $200 BUSD, and you earn 0.5% or 0.5% per day in interest. But the catch is, if you do not redeposit fresh capital, you do not earn that interest. And if you just claim that interest, it comes out of your initial deposit. So it's a very, very interesting tokenomics. I always liked the tokenomics for the futures. When I first saw it, I was just put off the project for other reasons, which I won't go into here. But anyway, futures is a really, really interesting contract, which can be used to make some very, very good income and some very good passive income. But how do you make money when your interest earned, you have to redeposit fresh capital every time you want to earn that interest? How do I actually make money that I can claim without taking away from my balance in the futures and actually continuing to add to my balance in the futures? And that's what I wanted to look at with this strategy, where you leave your interest for 21 days, you deposit fresh capital, and then after 7 days you withdraw whatever interest you've earned on that 7 days. So I created this calculator. It's a rough thing. I spent half an hour doing it, maybe 45 minutes throwing this together, and I will do a proper full calculator in the coming week. Because I want to delve into some strategies that will work for me. Like I said, I know there's other calculators out there that are pretty good, and I'm sure some people will point them out in the comments. But for me, like I said, what I like to do is I like to create these calculators to help me understand a project. So what I did was I created some investment options here: your initial deposit, daily percent, accumulation period of 21 days, and your claim period of 7 days. Your monthly fresh capital, well, fresh capital at minimum is $200. You can put in however much you want to put in per deposit. And I've made a claim percentage of reinvest 50% and profit 50%. So every time I claim after that 7-day period, I split that profit. 50% goes back into the futures and 50% I take as profit. So I'm earning money and still growing my account at the same time. But the goal is to create a big enough account whereas you don't have to touch any other investment outside of futures and you're earning enough capital every month to sustain your living expenses. So we want to try and grow that to a point where you're earning enough income after that 7-day claim to be able to live off that interest. So that might take some time. I've created a 12-month calculator here, but once I do a proper full layout and full test of this calculator, I'll probably do more like 24, 36, 48 months and see what kind of returns we can get over that period of time. So here I've just got a quick example, $1,500 deposit into futures, 0.5% per day for 21 days interest. After that 21 days, we put in an extra $200 and then we wait 7 days and claim that interest after 7 days. Now remember, if you claim your interest, it comes out of the actual deposit in your futures. It doesn't come out of, it's not actually earned interest on top of your deposit. So that is one difference between this contract and many other ROI dApps out there is you don't earn on top of your deposit, you earn within that deposit. And if you don't deposit fresh capital, then you don't earn that interest. It gets taken out of your actual capital. So 1,500 goes in, 157 earned after 21 days. Obviously, I'm not reinvesting from previously. So here's the reinvestments from the profits that I take out at the end of each month. The first month, we don't have any profit. Fresh capital, $200. And then the 21-day balance at the end of 21 days with that capital, with that interest, plus $200, $1,857. And then after 7 days, I've earned another $65. After that 7 days, we have $32 in profit because it's 50-50, and then $32 gets reinvested. And at the end of the month, it is $1,729. Now you can see that $65 has actually come out of this balance. It's not earned on top of this balance. So important to understand that. When you claim, it comes out of your balance. So this new balance is now 1,792. Go into month 2, we start off with 1,792. And then 21-day interest is $188. My reinvestment from the previous month, which is the profit that I took 50% of, $32.51. And fresh capital is going to be $167 to put in. Now, why is that $167? Isn't the minimum $200? Yes, that is true. So what I'm suggesting is fresh capital can come from anywhere. Now, it can come from, obviously, right at the moment, the elephant token is earning 2 to 3% per day. So after 21 days, you could take profit from your elephant money token that you've earned, which is going to be in the range between 20 and 30% after 21 days at the current rate of increase. So you could take fresh capital from elephant money token, you could take fresh capital from anywhere, but it's mixed in with the reinvestment from your previous profit the previous month. So $32 from the previous month. So all I need is $167 from fresh capital from anywhere. For me personally, it may come out of elephant money token considering the amount of gains that we're earning right now. But you know, we just play it how it happens. So if the elephant money token starts to decline, then you take fresh capital from elsewhere. So then we have $2,180, $76 after 7 days, and that split is 50-50 again, and that claim is taken out of the 21-day balance, and we now have $2,100. So you can see how this works. This is very, very simple, and we just keep following this process for 12 months. And at the end of 12 months, we have $6,000 balance, $632 interest in 21 days, reinvest from the previous month, $109, and $90 fresh capital that makes up that $200 deposit, and then $6,860 after 21 days. Now we're earning $240 per month based on this balance here. So you can see how this is just increasing over time, gradually increasing over time, and you're still actually taking out profits and you're still increasing your balance. Now, at the end of the month, we can see, let me just zoom in on that. You can see the total capital invested is $3,160, which is that $1,500, plus the fresh capital that I took out of like Elephant Money or wherever I took it from and put it back in. Now, I didn't count the fresh capital as from the previous profit. I didn't count that here because it's already profit. So I put that in here. That comes to $3,160. Total withdrawn is $860 for the year. Total reinvest is $860. End of year monthly interest is $904. Now, if we just let that go for the month, we don't do any claiming or reinvesting, it's just going to earn $904 per month. Obviously, to earn that interest, you need to redeposit some fresh capital. So your total growth is 4x over the year. Your total return from withdrawals is 27%, because what we did was we took 50% out to reinvest and we kept 50%. So the total return is only 27%, which is that $860 right here. So the total return is counting your profit and not counting what money you've reinvested back in. And your growth on your investment is 4x, because you started with $1,500, it is now $6,000. Now, what happens if we decide we're going to put in $500 a month and we're going to do reinvest, we're going to do 40% and the profit 60%. So just a quick test of this particular calculation. Like I said, next week or the week after, I'm going to do a full calculator on this. I'm going to do a proper design and develop calculator and make sure we can test some other theories as well. So if we've invested $1,500 and we're going to do an extra $500 a month, because Elephant token is just mooning at the moment, so we're going to take some of that profit and reinvest it back into futures, and we're going to claim 40% for reinvestment and 60% for profit. So what's that going to bring us? We're going to have a total withdrawal of $1,664, an ending balance of $10,500, a reinvest of $1,109, end of year monthly interest, so interest alone is $1,576, and we're going to be 7x on our investment and a 25% return. Now, there may be some issues with calculating this. I need to retest some of these calculations, like the 7x and the 4x for previously is really based on that initial deposit. It's not based on the fresh capital that I'm putting in here. So I need to do better calculations for these results, certainly returning much more truer results. So keep an eye out in the next week or two for a proper calculator for Elephant Money futures, and I'll try and work out some strategies in the next video. But check this out, guys. This is Elephant Money. As you can see, since May, it has just been, or even since February really, it's really taken off kind of in June and July, and now it's really rocketing up. So Elephant Money, like I said, since July has gone up about 300% and is really mooning right now. So we're going to get back into doing updates for Elephant Money. I'll do another calculator, or I'll do a proper calculator for this futures, so we can decide some strategies moving forward and get back into the swing of things with Elephant Money. All right, guys, I've got to run, catch a plane. I'll talk to you in the next one. Cheers. Bye for now.